kinetics. So only sums, book back sums I am going to discuss now. Almost they have covered everything and taken from Linney chemistry 2, 3, 5 more questions and solved sums. And almost all the book back sums are covered. Moreover, many more sums are also given. If you practice book back sums, it will be easy for you. 8th question in book back, chemical kinetics. In chemical kinetics, only book back sums we are going to see. Book back problems or book problems, let me say. All right, 8th question that forms a problem. Write the rate law for the following. You may have books with you. Take books and open and find out. Rate law for the following reactions. A reaction that is 3/2 order in X and 0 order in Y. You are asked to give rate law. What is the rate law? The reaction may be X and Y gives product. Order is 3.2 with respect to X, order is 0 with respect to Y. Therefore, rate is equal to rate constant into molar concentration of X to the power 3/2 because order with respect to X is 3/2 and Y to the power 0. And anything to the power 0 is 1. Therefore, the rate law will be rate is equal to rate constant concentration of X to the power 3/2. That is a rate law. And the total order of the reaction is 3/2. All right. Then second one, A, it is A. B, eternal subdivision is given. A reaction that is second order in NO. Second order in NO. And first order in Br2, first order in bromine. So the reactant may be NO and Br2, that's all. You are asked to give the rate expression. So again, rate law is equal to rate constant molar concentration of NO. What is the order of the reaction? 2, therefore square. What is the order of the reaction? 1, therefore concentration of bromine to the power 1. If it is 0, just 0, 3/2, 3/2. Second order means 2, power 2. First order means power 1. Power 1 need not be mentioned. Therefore, this is the rate law for the reaction with order with respect to NO2, order with respect to Br2, 1. Then second question, that is question number 10. It is question number 8. Again, question number 10 forms a sum, and therefore I am going to deal question number 10. What is it? The rate law for a reaction A, B, and L has been found to be rate law. Rate is equal to rate constant K into active mass, that is molar concentration of A square, molar concentration of B, molar concentration of L to the power 3/2. So you are given with a rate law for a reaction which involves A, B and L. All right. Now, how would the rate law of the reaction change when concentration of L is quadrupled? Concentration of L is quadrupled. All right. It is made 4 times increase in concentration of L. It can be mathematically discussed. For a 1 mark question, it need not be mathematically discussed, just we can say. If it is 4 times increased, when L becomes 4 times L to the power 3/2. So this is how the rate will also, because rate is directly proportional to concentration of A square, B square, and these concentration we didn't disturb. We have disturbed only the concentration of L. It is quadrupled. Therefore, 4 into concentration of L to the power 3/2, which is nothing but 4 power 3/2 L to the power 3/2. All other things same except this one. So this many times the rate will be increased. What is this many times? 4 to the power of whole cube. Half 3/2 can be given as 4 into 3/2 to the power L into 3/2. L into 3/2 we have taken that. So just this many times the rate may be increased. So what is this many times? 4 to the power 3 by 2 is nothing but 4 to the power half whole power 3, that is cube. So 4 to the power half is nothing but root 4. Root 4 is nothing but 2. 2 cube. 2 cube means 2 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 8. So rate increases 8 times. Just a mental sum you can do. If it has to be done on the paper, it can be rate is this much. When we quadruple the concentration of L, that is rate 2, let it be rate 1, is equal to K into molar concentration of A square into molar concentration of B into molar concentration of 4 into L whole power 3 by 2. Alright? So let it be upon increasing the concentration 4 times, that is subdivision 1, which is equal to K into molar concentration of A square B into 4 power 3 by 2 into L 3 by 2. 4 by 3 by 2 we have considered as 4 to the power half whole cube. 4 to the power half is nothing but root 4. Root 4 is 2. 2 cube. 2 cube is equal to 8. That's what we have discussed until now. Square B 8 into L 3 by 2. Let it be equation 2. Let it be equation 1. If I divide equation 2 by 1, rate 2 by rate 1, I divided equation 2 by 1. Therefore, rate 2 by rate 1. Rate 2 by rate 1 is equal to, everything get cancelled this side. K get cancelled. A square get cancelled. B get cancelled. L to the power 3. So it becomes 8. So rate 2 is found to be 8 times that of rate 1. That's what they asked. So as a mental sum, we solve like that 8 times. Alright. Similar type, concentration of both A and B are doubled. If A is doubled, what will happen? 2 power 2, 4 times. It is doubled 2 times. So 2 into 4, 8 times again. Without disturbing the concentration of L, if concentration of A and B are doubled, the rate increases by 8 times. How? Again we can do the same thing. Let it be rate 3. Rate 3 is equal to subdivision 2. Rate 3 is equal to K into, it is doubled. Alright. I can say 2 whole square. It is also doubled. 2 into B whole not square. Something like that. It is L. Now, what will be the thing? Concentration is doubled for A and B. If it is doubled, what will happen? K into 2 power 2, 4 into A. 2, as such, there is no square, we have simply to the power 1. 2 into concentration of B to the power L whole power 3 by 2. Alright. Let it be equation 3. If I divide 3 by 1, rate 3 by rate 1 is equal to K and K get cancelled. A square and A square get cancelled. A square and A square get cancelled. B and B get cancelled. L to the power 3 by 2, L to the power 3 by 2 gets cancelled. 2 into 8, 2 into 4, 8. Therefore, rate 3 is found to be 8 times rate 1. This is how we can solve. It can be solved mentally and we need not go in for paper. So 3 and 4, let us try to solve mentally so that we can also practice on paper. Alright. Third subdivision. What is third subdivision? Concentration of A is half. Concentration of A is half. When concentration of A is half, what will happen? It is 1 by 2 A. What will happen? Let it be rate 4. 2, 3 we have discussed 4, which is equal to rate 4. K into nothing as altered. It is only 1 by 2 to the power half square. 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4. Remaining things get cancelled. Including this get cancelled. Therefore, 1 by 2 square you will be getting. 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4. So, the rate get reduced 4 times. Alright. Then, fourth one. Concentration of A is reduced to 1 by 3. And concentration of L is quadrupled. It increases 4 times. It is reduced to 1/3. What will be the rate? Rate 5, let me say. Rate 5 is equal to K into 1/3 molar concentration of A whole square. Concentration of B remain as such. Concentration of L is increased 4 times. Therefore, 4 into L to the power 3/2, which is equal to the changes B as such, A square as such, L to the power 3/2 as such. Only thing, the number. Other things get cancelled. If you divide L rate 5 by rate 1, other things get cancelled. Therefore, you have to concentrate on 1/3 whole square into 4 to the power 3/2. 1/3 whole square is nothing but 1/9. 4 to the power 3/2 already we have discussed. What is it? Into 4 to the power of whole power 3. 3/2 I can write like this. 4 power half to the power 3. 4 power half we know it is 2. 2 cube. 2 cube is nothing but 8, which is equal to 1/9. 4 to the power half is root 4. Root 4 is nothing but 2 into 2 whole cube. Whole cube is 8. So 8/9. The fraction 8/9, the rate get reduced 8/9. Here 1/4. First one 8 times, second one 8 times, third one 1/4, fourth one 8/9. That's all. So you can try to solve these sums at your house freely. Get motivated towards these problems. All right. You can solve n number of problems easily if you develop interest over this, instead of having interest over video games or games and in iPad or something like that. Question number 11. The rate of formation of a dimer in a second order reaction. It is a second order reaction. Rate is equal to K into molar concentration of A to the power 2. That is second order reaction. A is considered as reactant. Alright. Second order reaction. The rate of formation of a dimer, rate is given us, which is given as 7.5 into 10 power minus 3 mole per liter per second for a second order reaction. Rate is always have the unit mole per liter per second. All right. Now, at concentration of the reactant, concentration of the reactant is given as 0.05 mole per liter. The question is calculate rate constant. That's all. We know the expression for rate law. Rate is equal to rate constant concentration of reactant. It need not be A. It can be reactant. Anything reactant. Concentration of reactant to the power square, to the power 2. It is the expression for rate law of a second order reaction. In what way the reaction will happen? A will become A2, that is dimerization. 2A will become A2, that is dimerization. And those things we need not bother. Just it is the rate expression. Rate is given, concentration of reactant is given, you are asked to get K, rate constant. K is equal to 7.5 into 10 power minus 3 mole per liter per second divided by, when it is squared, 0.05 into 0.05 mole per liter into mole per liter. That you should understand. When it is big, when it becomes 5, and or else I can say 0.5 into 0.5 into 10 power minus 2. I multiply by 10, I multiply by 10, so I divided by 10. Mole per liter get cancelled. When it go out to the numerator, liter per mole per second, that is the unit for second order reaction. In the numerator 7.5 into 10 power minus 3, 0.5, 7.5, how many times? 15 times. When 7.5 is divided by 0.5, I can also do one thing. It can be multiplied by 10. It can be multiplied by 10. 75 by 5, 15. All those calculations I need not discuss. You can just follow. 15 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 0.5 into 10 power minus 2. Again, it can be converted into 5. I multiply it by 10. It has to be divided by 10. So the answer will be 3 liter per mole per second. If I am correct, the answer goes like this. All right. You can try to solve the sums, the arithmetic sums you can do yourself. Only the method I am going to discuss hereafter, only then we can cover all the problems now within the time duration. For a reaction X plus, that is some number 12, question number 12 in the book back, X plus Y plus Z gives products. X plus Y plus Z gives products. The rate law is given by rate is equal to rate constant K into molar concentration of X to the power 3 by 2, Y to the power 1 by 2. What is the overall order of the reaction? What is the overall order of the reaction? And what is the order with respect to Z? Order with respect to Z. Overall order, sum of the powers of the concentration terms found in the experimentally determined rate law or rate equation. That is said to be order. Therefore, order is 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 4 by 2, which is nothing but 2. 1 and a half plus half 2, that's all. Again, mental sum. With respect to Z, nothing is present. Z to the power 0, it should be Z to the power 0. That is the meaning. That means order with respect to Z is 0. 0 order with respect to Z. All right. Then 15th question in book back. 15th sum. The decomposition of Cl2O2, dichlorine heptoxide, at 500 Kelvin the gas phase to Cl2 and O2. Let me give balanced equation. Balanced equation will go in the different way. All right. The decomposition Cl2O7 to give Cl2 and O2 is a first order reaction. It is first order. All right. After 1 minute, when T is equal to 1 minute, the pressure of Cl2O7 falls from 0.08 to 0.0 atmosphere. 0.08 atmosphere to 0.04 atmosphere. Calculate the rate constant. Calculate the rate constant. Very simple thing. It is a first order reaction. Therefore, we know the expression for rate constant. K is equal to 2.303 by T log A by A naught by A. Initial concentration after time T. Here everything is given in terms of partial pressure. Initial concentration, final concentration, that's all. Concentration at the start, concentration at the end. Alright, so A naught can be replaced by 0.08 and it can be replaced by 0.04. It depends on the amount of substance remaining, 0.04. T, 1 minute. So rate constant we can easily find out. How? 0.08 divided by 0.04 is equal to. We know the value of log 2. I said as chemist you should know the value of log 2. It is 0.3010. Don't forget the number. And we also know multiplication of 2.303 into 0.3010 will give 0.6932. We have derived in the expression for half-life period. Alright, 0.6932 divided by 1 minute. So minute inverse. It is the expression for rate constant of this first order reaction. You are asked to find out rate constant in second inverse per second. Per second. To convert minute into second, it has to be multiplied by 60. To convert minute inverse into second inverse, it has to be divided by 60. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 1 minute inverse is equal to 1 by 60 second inverse. The reciprocal. Therefore, 60 will also be the reciprocal. It's equal to 0.6932 divided by 60 second inverse. You just do the calculation. It is 60 only. And therefore, 69.32 divided by 60 I can say. Or else, numerator and denominator can be multiplied by. Here I am multiplying by 10. Here I am dividing by 10. When I multiply by 10, I have to divide 10 power minus 1. Here I am dividing by 10. So it has to be multiplied by 10. Can you follow? 6 point. All these things you should know. I multiplied, therefore here I divided. Here I divided, therefore I multiplied. Which is equal to, when it go over to the numerator, 10 power minus 2 into 10 power minus 2. The value will be 1.6, 9 by 6, 1. 33 remainder, therefore 5. Again 32, approximately 5. 1.115 in 10 power minus 2 per second. Alright. So that is the expression for rate constant. Problem number 15 we have solved.